Hannah and I work at Nüdel Kart, and in this video I'm going to show you how to construct your Nüdel Rover.
You will need an impact driver, a wrench, and some space to build it all.
Now that you have everything that you need to construct your Nüdel Rover, you can bring the two boxes into the space to construct it. And open box number 1, which is indicated on the box here, and this is where you'll find the construction manual. So pause the video here and have a good read over the construction manual, as it has all the information you need to construct your Nüdel Rover and important information about maintenance and safety. So now that you're familiar with the construction manual, you can start to unpack your two Nüdel Rover boxes. And I like to sort all the parts into two sections, and using the construction manual, these parts are play pieces and parts for construction. That way you know you have exactly the amount that you need ready to start constructing your Nüdel Rover. Let's start by making the small drawer. Grab all the pieces that you need, including the screws and the maintenance kit, as well as your driver, and open up your maintenance kit, and here's where you'll find the drill bit. Put the rest back in the bag, that way you don't lose them. So let's start putting it together. You might notice both of the base pieces for each of the drawers look fairly similar in size and shape, so to help determine which one goes to which, just grab the smaller edge of the small drawer and slot it in on the side. If the corners meet up, you've got the right piece. What you don't want is this. I found that the easiest way to put it together is with the textured side with the countersinks facing down. I like to line up all the flat edges square like this to make it easy to fold up. That way you can just pop the base piece on top. Before you start screwing, triple check that all the faces are facing out the right way by triple checking the countersinks are all facing you. Countersinks allow the screw heads to be flush with the piece to make sure the Nüdel Rover looks great. And I found that it's easier if you start drilling from the base and then flipping it around after that. As the construction manual shows, when you're doing the screws, it's important to take your time to avoid overscrewing, as this can wreck the wood or the screws. And if you want, have a look at our screwing tips video. But just remember, the most important thing is to take your time so the screws end up being nice and flush like this. Once you've screwed the base, just flip it around and put all the screws on each of the other sides. In cases like this, where it feels a little too high to drill, feel free to grab a step ladder or lower it down so you can drill the rest. And there you have it, your small drawer is done. Now you've just got to do the same thing for the large drawer and the big box. So same as last time, make sure you've got your countersink sides facing the right way and just put it all together. And your large drawer is done. And last but not least, you construct the big box. So I reckon you've got the hang of things now, but just do the same again with the big box. So now that you've made the big box, all you need to do is add wheels on the base. So grab out 4 of the wheels with bases like this, and the bag labeled "Make it Wheelie Excellent." And this bag contains all the nuts and bolts you'll need. So first grab one and line it up with the holes on the base and grab a nut and bolt. You'll want to place the bolts upwards like this with the nut at the bottom here, that way the bolt head is nice and flush. And just add in all the bolts, you can tighten them all later. So now you just need to tighten them.
You can either tighten them by using the Allen key to hold the bolt in place as you tighten the nut with the spanner like this, or speed it up by using a screwdriver spanner bit. Whichever way you choose, just make sure that the wheels are on nice and tight like this.
And that's all the construction done for your Nüdel Rover. Now just put it all together using your pack-up manual provided so it looks a little bit more like this.